Hi everyone, I'm Corey McIntyre, new superintendent of Anoka Hennepin Schools.
In June, District 11 introduced Corey McIntyre to families in the Anoka Hennepin schools. He's a familiar face to many. Before he became the superintendent of Osseo area schools 4 years ago, he had served as Anoka Hennepin's assistant superintendent from 2016 to 2019.
So to come in and be able to hit the ground running and really get to work on the things we need to move forward is super helpful.
This summer, McIntyre visited a number of schools in the district. He met with staff and students and saw lots of changes as a result of the 2017 bond referendum.
It's really fun to see the end product of that commitment from our taxpayers back at that point in time, and now to see how much more improved this is and the impact that has on learning and just the overall culture of the school for our staff and for our families too.
Last week, the Minnesota Department of Education released its latest accountability report. Scores in the Anoka Hennepin schools were down by more than 10% since 2019 in the number of students who met the standards for math, reading, and science.
I think we're still seeing the impact of COVID in our results, and I'm hoping that we're turning the corner on that now.
Happy birthday, have a happy day, hey!
Co-workers at the Educational Service Center in Anoka celebrated McIntyre's recent birthday, and like a team, they are excited to head back into the classroom for a new school year.
It's about relationships, and as I've come back, I'm doubling down on the power of those relationships.
The Coon Rapids Love My Pet Fair is back again this year with a few new things planned for pet owners and their four-legged friends. The pet fair takes place on Saturday, September 16th from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at Riverview Park. The Teddy Bear Band will perform at 10:30 a.m. At 11:30, there's a K9 demo with Officer Brian Sternquist and K9 Taz. At 12:30 p.m., Rocky's Possum Pet Walk will take place. At 1 p.m., it's the Best Dressed Pet Contest, and at 1:15 p.m., the winners of the Chalk Art Contest will be announced. Dozens of vendors will also be on hand showcasing their products and services. Well-behaved pets on a leash are invited to the pet fair, which is held rain or shine.
Duty and honor are what veterans uphold for us to live in a free country.
Ready! Hey! Fire!
It comes at a cost, where some have given the ultimate sacrifice. Meanwhile, other veterans face a daily struggle.
Every few minutes, a veteran commits suicide around the clock, 24 hours a day, every day.
Veteran Brian Burke, along with hundreds of other vets and civilians alike, came out to a fundraising event for Operation Zero Minnesota. Their mission, to get the number of veterans who commit suicide down to zero.
Well, what Operation Zero Veterans Attempt Suicide is a ground roots effort to be able to get in contact with vets anytime, day or night, and get them care anytime, day or night, free of charge.
We've got all kinds of fun stuff. We've got the food trucks, of course, and my sweet corn stand.
Of the money raised at the event, 100% of the proceeds go to the vets.
This t-shirt, for sure, is almost out of stock.
I'm here to support the troops like everybody else for the most part, and the music ain't bad.
Operation Zero's message to veterans out there who may be struggling is to never quit on life.
And we're not going to stop until it stops.
If you or someone you know is struggling with mental illness and need help, there's someone available 24/7. Just call or text 988 and you'll connect to a mental health professional.
A large gathering of people recently celebrated the completion of one of the newest apartment buildings in town.
We saw that there was a need for the product.
Astor, a 192-unit market-rate apartment building, is the third phase of the Riverdale Station redevelopment project done by Sherman Associates. It opened this past spring and is already more than 50% leased.
It has met and exceeded every single one of them, both in terms of the quality and the beauty of the building, as well as the market reception to the product. We've had a lot of anecdotes from a variety of the community talking about how spacious our floor plans are and how many more amenities this building has than some of the comparable products that are built in the area.
Nova, a 71-unit mixed-income building, was the first to open on the site in 2019. Lyra, a 180-unit market-rate building, followed in 2020. The 15-acre site was originally owned by Anoka County.
And the city felt it was really a priority to work with the county to get a good development project here, obviously with the park and ride right next to one of the largest regional shopping centers in the metro area, certainly in the North Metro. It was important to get a high quality project in place.
Over the last 9 years, we have worked closely with the city of Coon Rapids to lay out the vision for the 15 acres, of which now we've developed about 80% of that land into 443 homes.
A fourth and final phase is in the early planning stages. It would include 70 to 80 units of affordable senior housing, but construction on that phase is still another 2 to 3 years away.
The demand for housing in this location in Coon Rapids is strong.
We're looking to have 180 drivers on staff. We have about 172 now.
Bus service companies like Kotke's are busy training new drivers for the coming school year.
We're looking for AM and PM route drivers, and we're also looking for those drivers to fill in for activities and sporting events and field trips and things like that.
Kotke's serves the Anoka-Hennepin School District, which is the state's largest. The pay for new bus drivers went up by $2 an hour over last year to $24 an hour this year.
And there's also hiring bonuses up to $3,500. Depending on if you're not licensed, it's $2,500. If you're fully licensed with your CDL, your school bus, and your passenger endorsement, it's a $3,500 hiring bonus. And then we also offer a $1,500 retention bonus.
Kotke's also has a need for minivan drivers to drive one of their brand new Chrysler minivans.
And those drivers don't need a special license. It's just a regular Class D. They do some training and a driving eval here. And it's a 7-passenger minivan with potentially 1 to 4 students aboard. And that starting pay is $19 an hour with a $1,500 sign-on bonus.
Plus, Kotke's say they value their drivers beyond the paycheck.
We do something every month to show our appreciation of our drivers.
There's a new restaurant in town to check out the next time you go to the Riverdale Village area. This past spring, Esmeralda's Mexican restaurant opened its doors to many excited customers.
We got a lot of feedback, a lot of people like it,
The family-owned restaurant, one of 7 that Luis Ortiz operates in Minnesota, offers authentic Mexican food along with a full bar.
We have a little bit for everyone. We have wings, we have hamburgers, that if you don't like Mexican food, you can come over and can get chicken wings and stuff like that.
Ortiz grew up in Mexico and moved to Minnesota at the age of 17. He got his start in the restaurant business in Thief River Falls.
I was we call it the chip boy, like the person that brings the chips. And then I became a server. And then I learned the back of the house, the kitchen. I learned how to cook, and I became a manager right after that.
Ortiz purchased the Northern Minnesota restaurant 8 years ago and ran it for 5 years before moving to the Twin Cities with his family and opening up 6 more restaurants. It's a family affair, with his wife taking care of all the paperwork from the business and his siblings helping manage other locations.
I don't know, I just don't see myself doing any another job other than the Mexican restaurant.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, August 15th City Council meeting. The council introduced an ordinance regulating the use of cannabis in public places. The move comes after a new state law, which took effect August 1st, that legalizes adult use cannabis. In Coon Rapids, cannabis use will only be allowed at private residences and on private property not generally accessible to the public. The only exception would be for establishments or events licensed to permit on-site consumption. Violating the ordinance is a petty misdemeanor. The City Council is expected to formally adopt the new ordinance on September 5th.
I, Bill Steiner, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Coon Rapids officially has a new police chief. On Tuesday night, Bill Steiner was sworn in as the police department's new top cop. Steiner has been with the department since 1997, most recently serving as acting chief and captain. He calls it an honor to be trusted to lead his hometown's police department.
So to all the members of the Coon Rapids Police Department, I couldn't be prouder to be the chief of this department. I want you to know that this deal will never be a me deal. It's an us deal, and we have great things to do.
Steiner grew up in Coon Rapids and graduated from Coon Rapids High School in 1991. Congratulations, Chief.
Congratulations.
The police department is getting a grant for the coming year to enforce DWI laws. The $147,000 grant comes from the Minnesota Office of Traffic Safety. The money can only be used to enforce DWI laws and reduce DWI incidents. And that's a quick recap of the August 15th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
I just want to thank you all for being here and have a great day of golfing.
The Coon Rapids Police Association held its first annual golf tournament at Bunker Hills Golf Course.
We have 22 teams, so 88 golfers, plus probably another 20 volunteers that are here helping out.
The teams of golfers are made up of police officers, firefighters, and business owners. A volunteer board of police officers run the association, which organized the tournament.
We're really excited to see how much money we can bring in and give back to the community. And the Coon Rapids Police Association works on behalf of the police department to be that community partner. We're our own 501c4 nonprofit organization, so we're able to donate these funds for good causes out in the community, and it's our way of giving back to the community that supports us so much.
The Coon Rapids Police Association provides money for student scholarships at Coon Rapids High School and makes donations to the ACBC Food Shelf and other community events.
Calling all amateur photographers, entries are now being accepted for the 2023 photo contest, which is put on annually by the Coon Rapids Arts Commission. Each year, the contest rules remain the same. Amateur photos are accepted from both youth and adults, but the one thing that changes is the theme. This year's contest theme is Highlights of Coon Rapids Parks. Photographs must have been taken within Coon Rapids city limits between 2020 and 2023 and not previously been published or entered into other contests. Photos will be judged on creativity, quality, and how an image expresses the entrant's creative ideas. The deadline to enter the contest is September 15th. For a complete list of rules, log on to the city's website, coonrapidsmn.gov. Cash prizes will be awarded.